discovering God's purpose in suffering. And we know that all things work together for good, to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. Romans chapter 8, verse 28. Welcome to day 64 of Faith for Every Day. Today's devotional focuses on a topic we all encounter at some point: suffering. But what if I told you that even in the hardest moments, God is working out His perfect plan and purpose in our lives? Romans chapter 8, verse 28 is a verse that brings hope. And we know that all things work together for good, to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. It does not mean everything we face will be easy or pleasant, but it does mean that God is sovereign and faithful, even in the midst of trials. When we face suffering, it is natural to ask, why is this happening, or where is God in all of this? But let us look deeper at how God uses these moments for His purpose. 1. Suffering refines us. Just as gold is refined in fire, our faith is strengthened through trials. James chapter 1, verse 2 to 3 encourages us to count it all joy when we face trials, knowing they produce patience and maturity in us. 2. Suffering brings us closer to God. In times of pain, we often turn to God more easily and earnestly. Psalms 34 verse 18 reminds us, "The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart." Suffering reminds us of our dependence on Him and deepens our relationship with Him. And 3. Suffering prepares us for a greater purpose. God uses our struggles to equip us for the work He has called us to do. Think of Joseph, who endured betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment, only to become a leader who saved many lives. Joseph himself said, "But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." We see that in Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. While we may not always understand why we face certain trials, we can trust God's promise in Romans chapter 8, verse 28. He is working all things together for our good and His glory. Pray through pain. When you feel overwhelmed, turn to God in prayer. Pour out your heart to Him and trust that He hears you. Look for God's hand. Reflect on how He has been faithful in the past and trust that He is still at work in your life and current situation. And 3. Encourage others. Sometimes the comfort you receive in your suffering can be shared to uplift others going through similar struggles. Friends, suffering is not the end of the story. It is a chapter in the bigger narrative of God's plan for your life. Hold on to Romans chapter 8, verse 28, and trust that God is using every trial to shape you, grow you, and fulfill His purpose in you. Thank you very much for joining me today on day 64 of Faith for Every Day. Remember, in every trial, God is with you, working for your good. Until next time, May you find strength and peace in His promises. See you tomorrow, and thank you for listening.